I said I was gonna test the hard on dogs, and here it is. I kind of debated if I should run full unknowns, and I don't see the point. Tonar in here is just like too good. Like, we get so much extra ult gauge, the attack buffs. I feel like it's just warranted that you use her. If you're not, you're just missing out. And this is the team I feel like would be best. I chose tier over Albedo because I feel like having to wait for a counter to pop and shit, it's like, it's not really worth it. And for dogs, you're gonna try to like kill every phase in 1 or 2 turns at most, right? Oh, I think only the first phase of every floor is where you're gonna stick around for 2 turns, or you want to stick around. But you should definitely get like phase 2 done in 1 shot with cars or with an ult if you can. More than likely, I recommend burning 1 ult to guarantee it. But yeah, Zahard turn 1 damage in here is actually insane. He does really, really good damage. Like, I didn't expect him to be like a speed farmer, but this team actually does this super fast. They don't really waste too much time at all, and I really like it. Throughout this entire run, I only made 1 slight misplay where I used cards instead of like trying to skim and save an ult, but that's in like the floor 2. So yeah, you will see that. But other than that, the team works pretty decent. The AoE card for tier is not really that reliable, but everything else does pretty good damage. All the single targets are gonna hit for the most part, like max cap. And recently I was actually able to get my tier 6-6, so that's a plus. You definitely don't need him 6-6 and for the ending of floor 1, because Zahard has an AoE ult, and I think maybe a 2-6 tier can like finish it off, because that's probably like best option. And then you just release like whatever extra AoEs you have, and it's guaranteed to kill. So you don't really need like high ults for this team as well. Getting a 2-6 fair at least would help you just to get that little bit of edge. I say 3-6 is probably the more optimal way, but 2-6 can work. All right, 1-6 is like it's just trash. But for the most part, like, Zahard's turn 1 actually like dips his HP very well, especially because he's not really missing much crits. We already know like the crit damage for him is pretty high, which I actually love. So you're gonna get like as much damage from him as you can. So your phase 1 is always gonna be like a 2 turn. I had to choose Freyr because he has like the double, that ult that hits hard and like gives you that little bit extra damage. Plus, is like, since you got his relic, he's buffing your team even more. So it's like you can't like not use him. I feel like you're gonna be missing out on so much if you don't use him. He's getting you less debuffs on the final phase, which I think is always a plus. So I just recommend him fully. So yeah, this is the phase 2 right here, where you'll see the AoE just does not finish. This is why I say it's unreliable, and I should have probably used Thonar's ult, just killed, because the last phase is gonna be the same exact play. I just wasted a turn, and now my HP is not full. I don't know why I chose to do it. I thought it would have killed, but it just came up short. So I just wasted an extra turn here. I'm not really going for any speed run or anything, but getting your HP dipped a little bit is gonna make you like play just a little bit different. But it's always gonna be the same thing. You're gonna be using Tier's ult, Zahard's ult, and just a single target ult and kill the black dog first. Because that's what you always do once you're running Freyr. Because white dog doesn't give you any ignites because of Freyr, so black dog is just an easy kill, so you don't get frozen. And yes, I am running the card set, so once you have gauge, like max gauge, you cannot be frozen, because that's just like what's most optimal for these runs. I saved Thonar's ult just because I know she's gonna need the healing, and we don't want her to have like lower HP anyway, so this is the best option to heal her before we go through, because Tier is gonna be the one targeted anyways. But yeah, you're seeing this team actually like runs this super easily, very quickly. Like currently there's so many fast farming teams for this. Like Zahard being in here now is just another option you can just add to it, which is really nice to see. Like a new collab unit actually having like an optimal use, and plus he's on SSR gear and he's dishing out this level's damage, so you can only imagine once you have like your attack gear for him. $347 turn 1 on floor 3. That's actually insane. That's Escanor levels DPS. But yeah, I'm just doing the same plays. I just go through, try to get my ults, use Thonar when you can. In the first turn, I always use the 2 because you just push that amount of gauge, so you can just make optimal plays. If you get one more hurt card, you can just push anyone's ults, and it's not really a problem just killing off like the first phase. Then you can burn whatever cards and one ult and guarantee your kill. Right here, I probably could have killed with just the cards in my hand, but I didn't want to risk like the floor 2 happening again. But I just threw in an ult, and I threw the wrong ult. I was supposed to use Thonar's ult, not Freyr. Freyr is just overkill. Thonar is like, yeah, it's just a single target, it's whatever. Yeah, so if you gotta waste one, waste either Zahard's or Thonar. But I definitely say Thonar because Zahard's an AoE, and AoE is always like, it's a bit extra damage to both dogs, so it's way easier. So yeah, if I hadn't used Freyr's ult, I'd have killed him, get a little bit extra damage on the white dog, but we still are pretty much okay. This was so easy to complete. We don't waste any time except for that one phase on floor 2, but yeah, very easy to do with him. So if you have him and you want to build him out, he is usable. He is very much usable on these demonic beasts. I'm not sure on like how he would fare on Nid, but I'm gonna see if I can get a team. If I can, you'll see a video. If not, there won't be one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Trying to cover up these scars, fix another broken heart.